Ain't I work a plan now? Can't I? I remember when you lame player, hated a player, now the same lame player. They call a player mayor. What you talking that funky, about my face, wearing that monkey. Not that, that might give you life advice. Get some money, 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 get some money. Get some money, 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 get some money.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we'll be watching the Falcons field-stretching tight ends. A target machine each week, 5th in the league in receptions. It's the Falcons and the Steelers, next on Madden NFL 23.
It's the National Football League, presented by EA Sports. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Atlanta Falcons. Hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin along with Charles Davis. And, Charles, we take a look at this Falcons team as they interplay. They come into this one knowing it's been a while since tasting victory. They've dropped 4 in a row.
Can they remember what it was like to win a game? In these types of situations, you're looking for...
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. They're led out by Kirk Cousins, former Michigan State product, who's now in his 11th NFL season. They'll start the drive with Harris. They find some open field here. It's a gain of 34. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
A look at the numbers for Harris in last week's game. 20 carries, 75 yards, and a touchdown.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air, or maybe change up how you establish your run game.
You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them, and an absolute shock for the quarterback, because he went into it, he saw the numbers we saw, he watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be, but early in this one, advantage defense.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
And complete to Drake London. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll run with Robinson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
And when the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
Here's 2nd and 8. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, that play there was certainly a scouting report special because coverage was all too aware that this close to the end zone, he's going to become a bigger weapon for that offense, and they were there to help force the incompletion.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. That's into a crowd and intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And the Steelers are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. Credit that sack to D'Angelo Malone. The #1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry. On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
So a decent gain there on the play, but that all gets wiped out with a penalty.
Well, that's a setback, but all the good play callers, they just move on. They find something else in the playbook that can attack this defense, and they go right back on the offensive on this play.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Out of his end zone, Cousins. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. The Steelers send out their punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Our first half update now from Philadelphia. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he'll work down inside the 45. Last week for Robinson, 13 carries, 64 yards and a touchdown.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box.
Back now in Atlanta's second quarter action, the Falcons with the football as they've got it 2nd and 7. They'll set up to throw. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Carl Joseph. And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And, partner, I know so far, and we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right, where these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard? I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
Well, I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something that maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually.
And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 12-yard line. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Cousins. He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side. And the Steelers are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. Cousins to throw it. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. Second down and goal. Cousins under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. The coverage good, the pressure good, leads to the sack, and it's 3rd and goal now.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
3rd and goal for Cousins. Touchdown! Chase Claypool His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 7-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Desmond Ridder and his offensive mates ready to take over again. And he's been off target here early on. 2 drives, 2 interceptions. They'll look to snap that streak here as they start 1st and 10. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Now a fair catch called for and taken here, and that'll set up his guys in great field position. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt, certainly not what he wanted. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. Cousins on 1st down. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 63 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. Anyone who watched Najee Harris at Alabama knows the kind of strength that this guy runs with, and he's continuing on that path here at the next level.
And with a guy his size, you have to know defensively that arm tackles aren't going to fly with him. You have to be able to wrap up, or else he can just brush tacklers aside like they're not even there.
Off the play fake, Cousins. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Arnold Ebiketie just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. He and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Cousins. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
Taking it about the 1. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Week 13 here in the NFL, first weekend of December. Playoff races definitely coming into focus now, and we got a couple of good ones in prime time. Tonight, national audience gets a look at the Colts for a second straight weekend. This time they're at Dallas, 7:20 Central Time for that kick. And then Monday night, Saints and Bucks from Tampa. They'll come out throwing here on first down. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. This pass is caught by London. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
He sets to fire deep. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown. Back to throw again. Oh, that'll be incomplete. He took a shot as he let that go, and it's going to bring up a third down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
They'll look to throw again. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So they take a decent shot, CD, and the flag comes out for pass interference.
Yeah, a little DPI, as they like to call it in the business, right? And the farther you get downfield, the more frenetic things get, and the more calm and control you have to remain as a defender. That was a little bit of a slip there, and the penalty will go against him.
The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10.
Hey, red. Let's go, George. Ready?
On play action, they'll throw. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Now flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early.
Ball start.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the 3rd time. And the Steelers are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Following the interception, Cousins. He rifles one that's intercepted. We'll get another look at Drake London as this offense returns to the field. And CD, assuming he stays healthy, assuming the health, should get to that 1,000-yard mark pretty easily.
And the best part of what he's done so far is allows him and the team to relax their pursuit a little bit. Meaning, if they just have normal games, they'll get to the 1,000-yard mark. They don't have to force anything. But one of the reasons he's having the year he's having is what I call route running arrogance. They think there's no one that can cover them. No matter how many people are put in his direction, it just doesn't matter. He's going to find a way to beat them. And so far this year, he's done exactly that.
He sure has. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Back to throw. That ball is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Falcons get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 and 10-7. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. The Steelers taking over now late in this first half. And leading 10-7, and they may just want to get this to the locker room. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
To throw again on 2nd down. Cousins over the middle. That's caught by Miller. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. Cousins now. And the catch made by Johnson. 30, 10, 5, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Deontay Johnson, 70 yards. And the Steelers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Boswell good with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And in the end, it was Deontay Johnson's touchdown catch to cap the drive. This fielded right at the goal line. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. And the Falcons going to get one more drive here in this first half. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores. They go play action here on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Good defensive call right there, because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Red. Yellow, blue, black shot. Steel, black.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And it It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's got a man, complete. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
Yellow, go. Right, right. Green back.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Steelers are going to have it here just past the 25. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things definitely getting interesting around the NFL as we begin the month of December.
Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest. All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. Take it in at the 3. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Our attention shifts back to Desmond Ridder in this offense. Any surprise in your mind he's out there to start the second half after 4 first-half interceptions?
Used to be surprised by a lot of things, partner, but in this case I'm not, because you know they want him to be their guy. And the only way to truly establish that is to give him a chance to work through some of the issues he had in the first half.
Blue, go. Black open. 52 blaster.
Second half begins with a run by Robinson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to... about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Blue striker. 6, 7.
2nd and 6. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Ready?
On third down, he'll drop to throw. To the sideline, he's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds. Well done. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down. He'll drop to throw. And that's caught. It's Bryan Edwards. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Second down and a run by Robinson. Room here to run. Touchdown, Falcons. Brian Robinson Jr. His 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Falcons have got it back to within a score. Well, they've done a pretty good job keeping him in check to that point, but he finally breaks off a nice run here and gets into the end zone.
And it just takes one, doesn't it, partner? That can undo a lot of good work that a defense has done to that point. You break off one right there, and everything suddenly looks bad for you.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and it leads down to a field goal at 17-14. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Cousins. He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Harris running straight ahead. He'll take this to the 46.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he's trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there.
And the third interception thrown by Cousins. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And the Falcons will take over here just shy of the 30. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, second down. They'll look to throw here. His throw incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Strike. Check. Strike.
Now back to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they are going to take possession of the football inside the 15 at the 14-yard line. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Cousins now after the fumble recovery. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
On the give, this is Harris. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Najee Harris taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Atlanta now coming out on the field. This offense hoping to do better than last time. Remember, they had the fumble that set up the short field, and then they gave up the touchdown, CD.
And so many people talk about how you have to have a short memory after you make a mistake in the NFL. I don't totally subscribe to that, partner. I think that you have to remember what you did and figure out how to not do it again. Get out there and execute the next time out. Avoid those errors and get some momentum built back up for your offense.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Strike 60. Black shot.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And on the connection, this is Ryan Izzo, complete. And mark him down way up close to the 30 at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
And this shot downfield on 2nd down is brought in. And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 57 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flipped field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Robinson fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Ready.
They get this out left. That ball is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown. A second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. It's brought in by Harris. And some room to work. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They hand this off to Harris. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now on the afternoon. And the Steelers use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fields it right around the goal line. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. Atlanta prepped and ready for its next possession. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Dancing to his left. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. So a fourth quarter pick 6 here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner. And I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick 6, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Falcons 21.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This taken in at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line.
On the counter, this is Robinson. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give them a lot of confidence to help turn things around. They'll drop to throw. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. T.J. Watt able to record his 5th sack of the season. Here's Bradley Pinion now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now a fair catch signaled for and made right about the 43-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And a lane slow and materializing there as they'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. Taking it right down Broadway. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers add on to their lead, and they appear poised to break this long losing streak. Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead is now 24.
Falcons 21.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. And here now come the Falcons. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it's 2nd down. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Hey, man. Blue strike. 6, Mega.
Back to throw here. Throws right back to London. Complete again. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a 1st down. On play action, they'll throw. And now here is another interception. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall. He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Encroachment, defense.
A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
And the knee is taken for the Steelers out of the victory formation. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get